Hi, I'm Erica Gamet, Community Manager for CreativePro, and today I'd like to talk to you about one of our community partners, Santa Cruz Software, and more specifically about their BrandingUI product. BrandingUI lets you as a design professional maintain quality and ensure branding consistency while still letting others on your team and at your company customize your sales and marketing materials. In other words, you build templates in InDesign and put them into a web browser for others to edit, but you get to decide what they can and cannot change. Let me show you some of the process. So here I have a template in InDesign. These are some title cards for a Creative Pro event, but maybe I don't want to sit and change out session names, or maybe someone else is handling getting the headshots for all the speakers. I can set up the items here and get ready to make the template right from within InDesign with the BrandingUI panel. To access the panel, go to the Window menu, then Extensions, and choose Print UI Management. Now, Print UI is the backend that we're working with. Everyone else will access the template through the BrandingUI portal. First thing I want to do is set up a couple of template options. For instance, I might just indicate which types of graphic files are acceptable. We'll just set those and say OK. And now we can actually initialize the template. There are a couple of options for document layers, such as foreground, and it automatically creates a background layer. We're going to move items that we don't want moved in any way to those layers, though people will actually be able to change the text, for instance. Let's open up the Layers panel and check that out. So we've got the foreground and the background layers, and I'm going to move my background items to that background layer. Then I'll move the text that I don't want anybody making any changes to the foreground layer. And I'm also going to lock the image. I don't want that moved or resized in any way, but we'll still be able to change out the image. Back in the Print UI Management panel, we can now package and upload that file. We'll just OK through a couple of those warnings that are there. And when I hit upload, it's going to send it to the BrandingUI cloud where the rest of the team can access it. Now I can test the template to see what it will look like for others when they go to make their changes. I'll click on Templates and click on the selected template and click Test Template. Once I'm logged in, I'll choose the template that I want and select that. And you'll notice I have a whole slew of options that I can set for the template builder interface as well. Now I can test the template where I can see what the template will look like when others go to make the changes. And the items that we can change are highlighted. Let's change the name of the session and then the presenter. Notice that when I select the text and I try and change the font, I really can't. I can change the style, but that's because we set that up in the template, so it can only use our company fonts. Let's go ahead and make the change. And then we'll go ahead and select the presenter name and change that as well. Let's go ahead and change out the image of the speaker. When I click on the photo, notice how I now have options to change the image. So I click on that, I can upload a new image, or I can grab one from Dropbox, Google, or other sources. We'll go ahead and click Upload. Go grab our picture of Chad. Click Upload. We can also make a couple little adjustments to the image. And when we're done, we'll just click Done. And then we'll click Finished at the top. And we can see what our finished output will look like. Let's go ahead and take a look at what others on your team will see when they create a job from the template we just finished. Here's how it looks in the BrandingUI web browser for them. You can see that they have all of the same controls and can make the same changes we made in the template testing. They can then output a finished file and go on to the next project. All of that without having to come back to you, the designer, to make that happen. I highly encourage you to check out BrandingUI by visiting the Santa Cruz Software website today.